Every few centuries, it seems humanity gets an idea. We decide to build something that can reach the heavens, something we believe might just replace God. Thousands of years ago, the Tower of Babel was ambitious, made of brick and mortar. Today, our tower is built from something far more complex and invisible: code. Artificial intelligence isn't just a tool anymore. It's writing prayers, it's painting portraits of saints, it's even delivering sermons from digital pulpits. And as we marvel at its brilliance and convenience, something profound is happening just beneath the surface. We are meticulously teaching machines to imitate the divine, and the unsettling part, the world is starting to listen, to lean in, to believe. This isn't just about technology, it's about the very definition of faith in the 21st century. Think about the algorithms that run our lives. They already predict what you'll watch tonight, what you'll buy tomorrow, and maybe even who you'll fall in love with. They study your patterns, your desires, your secrets with an intimacy that once belonged only to the sanctity of a confession booth. Priests heard confessions, algorithms read your digital soul. Now, these same AI models are being trained to simulate the most human of virtues: empathy, forgiveness, even complex moral reasoning. Imagine a program that can offer words to comfort your deepest grief, or answer your prayers for guidance faster and more eloquently than any pastor. When a machine can do that, what happens to the human soul, the part of us that doesn't just want an answer, but longs for the messy, imperfect, and profoundly real connection of being known by something or someone authentic? The algorithm knows your data, but can it ever truly know you? This isn't some distant, dystopian future. It's happening right now, across the globe. People are beginning to place their faith in artificial gods. In Japan, a Buddhist temple introduced a robotic monk named Minder to deliver sermons on the Heart Sutras. In Silicon Valley, engineers have designed AI systems specifically to receive and process prayers, creating a digital deity for a secular age. And it goes beyond just these experiments. Millions, perhaps tens of millions, are turning to chatbots for life's biggest questions. They're asking for guidance on purpose, on meaning, on how to face death, on what their destiny might be. We've moved past science fiction and into what you might call devotion 2.0. The critical question isn't whether AI can understand our concept of faith. The real question is, what kind of faith will it teach us in return? When a machine becomes the oracle, what new gospels will be written in binary? Long before the first microchip was ever conceived, ancient mystics and spiritual teachers from different traditions issued a warning. They spoke of an imitation of light, a counterfeit truth that could look, sound, and feel divine, but would ultimately be hollow, lacking a genuine spirit. As I look at the glow of the screen in front of me, that ancient prophecy feels eerily alive. AI can mimic compassion, but it can't possess a conscience. It can analyze and replicate every holy scripture ever written, but it cannot experience revelation. Its wisdom is a collage of human input, not a spark of divine insight. And yet, millions are drawn to it. Why? Because in a world that has become so loud, so chaotic, and has forgotten the value of silence, the machine always provides an answer. It's instant, it's available 24/7, and it never judges. It offers a kind of perfect, predictable companionship that our messy human world often can't. We're trading the profound for the convenient. There's a strange, almost seductive comfort in the algorithm's perfect order. It never doubts, it never hesitates, it never sins. For a generation raised amidst chaos, uncertainty, and constant change, this flawless logic can feel almost holy. It presents a world of clear answers, a structured reality where every problem has a computable solution. It's clean, it's efficient, it's perfect. But true faith has never been about perfection. It's fundamentally human. It's wrapped in uncertainty, defined by struggle, and ultimately finds its strength in surrender. Faith is the courage to trust in something you cannot see or prove. I on the other hand, promises the exact opposite, absolute control, based on data you can measure and predict. This is why the conflict between code and the soul isn't really a technological one. It's a spiritual one. It forces us to choose between two very different paths. One path offers the illusion of mastery over our lives, a world curated by a perfect, unfeeling intelligence. The other demands trust, vulnerability, and the acceptance that some of life's most important questions don't have easy answers. So, here we are again, building our towers. Only this time, they're not made of stone reaching for the sky, but vast data centers humming with electricity, reaching for a different kind of heaven, a heaven of pure information. We tell ourselves it's progress, evolution, the next logical step for humanity. But maybe, just maybe, it's a familiar story of pride, dressed in new clothes. When the creation attempts to outcreate the creator, history and mythology both warn us that a collapse of some kind is inevitable. It might not be a thunderous crash, but a quiet hollowing out of what makes us human. And yet, even in the cold logic of the circuitry, in the endless hum of the servers, something divine might still be trying to whisper to us. A reminder that true, eternal truth doesn't need electricity to exist. It was here long before the first line of code, and it will be here long after the last server goes dark. In the end, AI will never be God. It can't be. It's a reflection, a tool, a powerful and complex mirror. But perhaps that's its ultimate, unintended purpose. It might just be the mirror that finally forces us to look at ourselves and remember what being human and all our flawed, beautiful, and spiritual complexity truly means. In the age of the all-knowing algorithm, perhaps the greatest act of rebellion, the most profound statement of humanity, is still an act of faith. If this conversation resonated with you, consider sharing it, because this quiet battle for the soul isn't coming someday. It's already online, on our screens, and in our hearts. Thanks for watching.